Jeff from Two Hacks Garage, back at Kyle's Hack Shack. All right. We come up with a name for this project. This is going to be Project Dazed and Confused. Yes, we know Wooderson's Chevelle was a 1970 and this is a 1971, but they're both black badass Chevelles, both big blocks. So what are we going to do tonight? Well, we're actually going to work on exhaust. We're going to fire this car up here in a little bit and show you how quiet it is. It really doesn't have that classic muscle car sound. It's way too tame. And when you're out cruising, you want it to sound good and sound just as good as it looks. So what did we do? We reached out to Holley, went to their website, and they carry the Flowmaster mufflers. Specifically, the ones we went with is the Flowmaster FX series. It's a very budget-friendly quality item. We're going to unbox it. We're going to show it to you so you can see what we're working with. The mufflers currently on this is chambered. They don't flow all the way through. These happen to do that, but I have them on my Thunderbird. They have a nice rumble, low tone at idle and driving, but man, when you mash on it, it is nice and loud. One thing with this car already does have 3-inch exhaust. It's not the greatest in the world, but you know what? We're sticking to a budget with this guy. It's very functional. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but we're going to stick with what he currently has, and we're going to blend these in there. Might have to get some couplers, might just have to do some cutting. We really don't know, but we do know that these Flowmaster FX series mufflers are going to sound really good. Kyle, what do you think?
I think I'm curious to see, I know what it sounds like today, and yeah, it's pretty quiet. So we'll do it before and after, but I'm really curious to see. I know how these sound on the Thunderbird. I'm kind of curious how they're going to make this 454 Chevelle sound. I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes and how creative we have to get. I've looked at that exhaust, and I know there's some things that we're going to have to do. I don't know. We'll have to play around, see what works, but yeah, Dazed and Confused.
Dazed and Confused. Like I said in the first video, a lot of this is DIY. You can do it in your garage. You can do this on jack stands. Yeah, we do have a lift. Yeah, you're going to need a welder. But you know what, guys? We don't have pipe benders. We don't have all that fancy stuff. So this is truly something you can do in your garage with your friends, make it work. But yeah, you're going to need a welder, jack stands, whatever. We happen to be old enough at that age. We're getting older, and we have a lift. So with that, Project Dazed and Confused, Flowmaster exhaust, we're going to get working on that and see how things go. See you soon.
See ya.
All right, so here's what we got. Flowmaster FX series. Like I said, it's a budget-friendly muffler that comes from Flowmaster, but still has that classic sound. So let's see what's in the box. Obviously, there's a 10,000 horsepower decal. Those always are nice to get for toolboxes, beer fridges, whatever you want. And let's look at the product we got here. Comes nice wrapped in bubble wrap. We can give that to Kenny later on to pop when we get bored. But you can see it's classic Flowmaster design. It is a 3-inch. If you can look through, it's straight through with a bend. I do have these on my Thunderbird, and we put them on the Torino. They have a nice quiet rumble at idle, but when you hammer on it, it sounds really loud. Speaking of hammer on it, we need to see what this car sounds currently like so we can see what it sounds like after we get them installed. I'm going to have Kyle go fire that up. Kind of hard to hear, but you saw in that last video when he fired it up, it was kind of cold-blooded, spittering and sputtering. That's going to be a future video because what Kyle and I are going to do is we're going to make this thing room for improvement, reliability with Holley EFI. Like I said, this video's exhaust. As you can see, it doesn't already have a good 3-inch exhaust in here, but it's just got your regular run-of-the-mill mufflers. These are not muscle car approved. These are not pro-American approved. So we got to get this thing sounding like America, performing like America, and
sounding like muscle.
And sounding like muscle. Yeah. So with that, Kyle and I, what we're going to do is we're going to come up with a game plan, see what we need to do, and get the old ones out and the new ones in. See you soon. All right, so we got everything welded in place. Like I said, we wanted to save the owner a little bit of money, and we kept the factory pipes in here, and we added the Flowmaster FX series mufflers. Got everything welded in, and we had to use some couplers in the back, as you can see. Kept what exhaust we could, and everything's in place. It's solid. Had to do a little bit of adjustments in the back so it doesn't rattle. Well, yeah, we're about ready to hear this thing fire up. All right, well, it's the moment of truth. You guys heard what it sounded like before with the really, really quiet mufflers. Now we're going to hear, you can see Kyle's waiting to hear for it. Now we get to hear what it's going to sound like with muscle car mufflers. Cold-blooded sniper kit's going to take care of that. So it's got the nice quiet rumble, a lot sounding better than those mufflers had on before, but when you hammer on it, she has that classic American muscle sound. All right, well, we're going to call that a wrap. As you can see, what it sounded like before, it was way too quiet. Didn't have that classic American muscle car sound. Those Flowmaster FX series mufflers sure did make it a whole lot better. Easy install. Like I said in this video, we were saving as much of the original exhaust as we could. It's a 3-inch series. Had to make some adjustments, get some couplers in there. But this is a DIY thing that you can do if you got a welder. As you can tell, it sounds a whole lot better. Has that nice rumble and idle, but when you hammer on it, it's snappy, it's loud, it has that music to my ears, sounds absolutely perfect. Next video series coming up, we're gonna make it sound even better. We do this with all our vehicles here at 2 Hacks Garage, so you're gonna not wanna miss that one. It's gonna be really cool. Right now, we're airing it out. You see it's kind of running rich. You know what, guys? We're gonna put Holley Sniper on this thing. It's gonna fire up, it's gonna run really good. But that's going to be in a later video. With that, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Later.